I just wanted to give a little better instruction with better clothes on, and with a little background music. See if you might enjoy this better. And let me use the wooden nunchucks, which they make a little more noise, and they're lighter and they're safer. Like I was telling you before, you can use this as a regular club, you know, to strike. You could use it like, you could use the two of them because it's a little better. Or you could use this as a nunchuck, see? Grabbing it like so, see? See? See, you know, this not so effective in some ways, but you will be the judge of that. Because you could use some moves just to keep doing some, as long as you don't take too much energy, and keep fluent, or flowing around, you know. So remember that you use this in so many ways that is, I would say, unlimited the ways. Because even myself, practicing around, I discovered a nice way of doing it, like, you know, something like this. How was it that I had it? Maybe I should do it better with the wooden ones. That was my sock there. One of my socks. You believe I forgot how to do it? No, I didn't forget how to do it. It's just that, forget about it for now. I was trying to do it with the left, but the right will do it. It's just, when you're grabbing them like this, all you have to do is put this one through the middle there, and with the two fingers here, you hold the chain, which will give the tension. And then this is not as confining as it might seem, because you have a little more, or a lot more reach with the elbow. Imagine that much. It's almost like another arm that way. So you could strike that way, and you also have a little reach to make up for what you cannot generate by this confinement here, which will be with a straight punch or whatever else of that nature. But you have that little extra reach, and sometimes you could give a little more. And press it there, keeping this tense so that it doesn't come back this way. But anyway, the face is very weak and vulnerable. So it will be a good place to strike to the face with this. And also a black coming. You got this a good protection, especially if you have not trained this part of the arm here for you know, for punch or strike taking, you know. So you block this way, punch, block with this one, punch, behind you, or down here, this way, and it's ready to be positioned in other ways as you might want to. But always remembering that one good move that it has is, let's say somebody's getting away from you that you don't want for the person to get away from you. You make sure he don't give you his back by just keeping him alert with this, so he'll have to turn around because you don't know when you're gonna get him up, you know, up you know where. And as you practice this, you get better. Even I, right here, will be getting better in some ways as I catch it and always ready. Which means that as you practice, you don't have to look so much at the weapon itself, because you know where they fell, which are not exactly how you want them, but you try not to lose notion of the lead or captain of the three of them, which is the one you're holding, which in most cases you want it to be one of the end ones in the right position. And sometimes when you catch the three of them, you might catch the middle one by accident, so you cannot actually do that without maybe hurting yourself. So you always try to keep control of the lead stick, and this is not too good because you could get your fingers pressed there, but anyway, it's better than not catching it. And you could let this go on the floor and do things on the floor, sweep the guy or just do whatever and catch it back on. And when I have a little more space, I'll show you how to swing this around over your head like a helicopter, all kinds of ways, pretty things to do in shows and for control and for coordination. But remember that the simplest way is usually the best way, because taking this complicated weapon and just making it as simple as a club is the easiest thing to do and useful.
Well, and now, ladies and gentlemen, a hush falls over the whole of Las Vegas.